Hello, and welcome to my 8th Flosstube. My name is Paula. You can find me on Instagram underneath the 502 Stitcher. Welcome to my Flosstube. I hope if you're new here, I hope that you'll like what you'll see and you'll subscribe. To all new subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me and being here. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I love all the comments that I get. I read every single one and try to reply to all of them. Just again, thank you for being here and joining me on my Flosstube journey. So thank you so very much. Today is Friday, April 7th, 2023. It is Good Friday. I hope that if you celebrate Easter, I hope you have a wonderful holiday weekend coming up, that you're spending lots of time with family, getting some stitching done, good food, Easter egg hunts, all the things that go along with Easter. So if you celebrate again, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We are going to go over my mom's tomorrow. And then my mother-in-law's on Sunday. I'm in charge of deviled eggs for both places, so wish me luck. I've done it before. I know it'll be fine, but just the pressure of being, in charge of everything. So at least I know it'll be fine, but just the worry. And then at my mom's, I'm going to be making the chess cake. Some people call it a gooey butter cake. I've seen it called too before. I'm going to make that too, and then probably some cookies or brownies or something to go along with that. But this week, I don't have a lot to show you. I say that every time, and it turns out to be longer, but I really don't think it's going to be that long this weekend. So sorry it's a shorter Flosstube, but my kids are on spring break. They last Friday and then this week. So we've been busy out doing all the things. So I just haven't really had a lot of time to stitch. My main focus was to finish my birthday project, which I got 4 of the 5 done that I want to do. I'm the 5th one, so it's okay that I, skip myself, I guess. But everybody else will get one. And then I finished my calendar crate, both the big and the small, so that's done. It's a month behind, but it's done. Over spring break, we went to our zoo. We went to both the daytime the zoo, and then we went to this thing at night called the Wild Lights. If you're from Louisville, I highly recommend you go. It was lots of fun. I'll try to insert some pictures maybe in the beginning or the end so you can see in some video of some of it. But basically, they have like these sculpture things with like lights and then covered with like material, and they do all kinds of shapes. My favorite was like the butterfly. Then my daughters talked about the turkey that she liked. Another when my other daughter, I think she liked, there was a drum that you beat on it and like lights shot up through this tree and like fireworks. They had swings that the kids could swing on that were lit up. It was honestly it was really good. So I'll highly recommend it if you're in the area, or if your zoo's doing the wild lights, I would definitely check it out. We went to the daytime part of the zoo. We've been to the library, the park, getting all the spring activities in. We've been pretty warm. We've been gone every day but Wednesday. It's feel like this turned into like severe weather of Kentucky, but we were supposed to be because my last video talked about the last windstorm we had, but Wednesday we had they were predicting tornadoes, which we did get. There was actually 4 tornadoes that touched down in my county. We were lucky that we were okay. The only thing we got was like some of those straight line winds. We were actually looking outside, and all of a sudden our table went woo, and it literally went like 3 doors down. Luckily, it didn't break because that would be a huge mess to clean up. But the glass didn't break anyway. But the legs, they kind of like popped out and bent. So we're gonna have to fix that. Hopefully, we'll be able to fix it. Not have to replace it. The chairs went with it. Our trash can, the craziest thing with that one, like between the 2 houses, it went from back here around the house, across through the front yard, across the street, and into my neighbor's front yard and onto their porch. And then, of course, it was trash bags, but trash all the way down the street. But our house is fine. Our neighbor, unfortunately, she wasn't as lucky. Her roof, like literally, like the shingles that peeled up, like a whole huge section on her house. So I know that's gonna be a really expensive fix for her, but hopefully she'll be able to get it fixed quickly. I know there's a couple of people around us that had some roof damage, but everybody around here I think was pretty much okay. Just some down trees, that kind of thing. But there are parts of Jefferson County were not as lucky. The PRP area, they got hit kind of hard in a couple of places, but and unfortunately somebody did die when a tree fell on them when they were walking their dogs. So if you can keep them in your thoughts and prayers, I can't even imagine. But sorry to bring everybody down with that. But other than that, we've been good hanging around here. So I'll go ahead and get started with what we have or what I've been working on. My first finishes I told you was the happy birthday. They're pretty much all the same. I did one for my brother, my 2 sister-in-laws, and my mother-in-law. Now, my mother-in-law's ones is different because she had told my daughter previously, sorry, excuse me, previously that she thought cakes needed pink icing. So hers has pink icing, but all the rest are pretty much the same. I thought about changing her balloons too, the colors, but then I talked myself out of it and didn't. But I did do the hat a little different. But I'll show you all these. Sorry, some of these got glue on. I was hoping to finish up some Easter things, but I was up till like 10:30, 11 o'clock doing these, and then I was just too tired to do it. So hopefully maybe later in the week I can get the Easter ones done. If not, next year. But all of these are done. They're not the call for colors, but like they called for a red, I picked a red, yellow, that kind of thing. But and then I forgot, I don't know if I told you, is Stitching with the Housewives. What's in Your Cup, Happy Birthday. It's done on 14 count Ada. And then I just glued all of them to a cutting board, or not cutting board, yeah, cutting board, a little bitty one. And this is what they look like. Like I said, they're all pretty much the same. And then this one's the one for my mother-in-law. Got those done, so that's a huge weight off my shoulders. And then maybe the next couple of days I get mine done. But if not, you know. And the other big thing that I did was my calendar crate, and I'll reach down and show you what that looks like. So that'll be what I got. These are, of course, is the March calendar crate. That's the small, and then that's the large. And I just attach it with magnets and washers, and then that way I switch it up. Sorry, I get talking and my throat's getting dry. Being outside and all everything blooming, I think it's getting me. But I'll show you a close up of it. These are the call for colors, but in the DMC conversion, not the classic color works. And it's on a 14 count Ada. And then that's the small that goes along with it. I do have one more finish. I did do like earlier in the month. I had my goals for Friday was to work on a whip every Friday. I did not do it last Friday and get my last couple whips done, but I'm thinking about carrying it into April. Not necessarily this April or to this Friday, but maybe next Friday I'll work on a few. I did get one done that I worked on. This is with a stitching with the Housewives pattern. It was City Christmas too. I did leave out the top part of it, and I think I'm going to turn it into an ornament. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. But it is done on 14 count white Ada. It's not the call for colors, but like I pulled out of my stash, like, oh, a red, a green, that kind of thing. But that one's done. So got that going. Oh, and then I forgot to say my calendar crate was a 12 by 12, so another 12 by 12 done. So I'm happy with that. And I'll show you a new start. If you were here from the beginning, I had shown that I bought a CD from Amazon, and it had just cross-stitched all the Christmas editions of the Just cross-stitched magazine on a DVD. And so I got, this is one of those ornaments. Sorry, let me look at the name of who, so that I wrote it down. Wrong month. It is called The Victoria Sampler by Thea Dueck. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I can't really show it to you. I printed it out, but the picture of it is like this big, and then there's a chart below and above it, so I don't want to like show you the chart. But I have a little bit of it done. This is done on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. I'd originally started like on a 14 count, but the Santa sleigh and the reindeer are 1/1, which I'd never done something like that before, so I went ahead and switched to this. It kind of like is supposed to be like in a little change purse like type shape, but I'm gonna once I get the bottom done, I'm gonna even it out a little bit and make it kind of like a circle, and then make it an ornament. I did make one change to it. I made Rudolph have a red nose versus just a brown nose for all the reindeer. But I'm really happy with like how the little Santa came out. I thought he turned out really cute. Another whip I worked on was my calendar crate for June. I started this last year. I actually started in the fall last year, but I love strawberries, so I went ahead and worked on that. And this is the strawberry. This is not the nerd hoop. This is a hoop I told you about before that I got from Amazon that was like the nerd hoop, but it is different. Like this doesn't get as tight, I think, as easy as the nerd hoop. But other than that, I think they're pretty much the same. But I did work on this for an hour. And it is the call for colors, but in the DMC conversion, not the classic color work colors color. That one done. And this next one is along with a SAL failure. You're supposed to do this is I have it written down here. Let me look at it is the Hive rules, and the hashtag is PC Hive rules. And there's a Facebook group called Hive Rules SAL. And then also you can double dip into the hashtag all the bees, and that's about Alicia of the Flamenco Flamingo and Missy of Two Needles Pulling Thread. You can join both of those, kind of double dip in them, and get that done. But like I said, I'm a failure with this. You're supposed to do the top section of the pattern, because what the idea is, if you haven't heard about it, it started by a group of girls that went to the Primrose Cottage, or no, it was Annabelle's retreat, and Primrose Cottage Stitches was the guest designer. So a lot of them got together and wanted to do high rolls, and you're supposed to do each section a month. I did not get March's done. And this is in a bag I got from Goose, and this is what I have done. I need to finish working on it. Excuse me for just a minute, and I'll be right back. So sorry about that. I had a kiddo need me. So I'll show you my very last whip that I got working on. This was one that I did for my whips work on Fridays. This one is an ornament I got. I bought sorry, the Just Cross Stitching magazine last year online for 2020, and I printed it out the pattern. It is called Fairy Wool in the Wood, and it's a pattern by Cassandra Cavalca. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. And we have an orange tabby, so I was trying to make it look like him. I did stop this in last year because I kind of got frustrated with not knowing what to do with it. But I did work on this for an hour, and I did get more of it done. So maybe by next Christmas it'll be done. And this one is done on 14 count, like oatmeal Ada, I think is what it's called. I just got from Walmart. Next I'll talk to you about my plans that I got going for April. A new SAL I want to join. This one is done by Christy at Java Girl Stitches, Fiona, and Anna, and I'll put all this information down below. Basically, what the SAL is called hashtag Fruit Salad SAL, and basically you do any pattern that has fruit in it, and then you just use the hashtag and join along. I did go ahead and buy a couple patterns from Stitching with the Housewives that has strawberries. That's my favorite food. So I went ahead and got a few of those and to start out with. They have several different, like they have lemons, they have all kinds of things that you can check out with them. And they have more strawberry patterns too. But I'll just start with these and go from there. This one is from Farm Fresh Berries. It's the new roundabout that just came out. And then I got Berry Bakery. And Strawberry Seeds. And sorry on that too, my printer decided to go out right when I was printing those, so got the ink changed. So the next ones I print out will be fine. But I'm going to join that SAL and get those done, hopefully by the month of April. I have been thinking about it. Now Thunder, you see Thunder. So sorry if he's a distraction. He's trying to get those birds, getting their food from the bird feeder. I had originally planned to do some of the spring stuff, and I just haven't got to it. So I'm thinking about kind of stopping and kind of going on to summer and that kind of thing. So, and then maybe later in the summer fill in some of the spring. I'm not really for sure. But I do want to do a new start for my birthday next week and a new start for the Easter weekend. I'll show you those real quick. For Easter, I am going to do a pattern by Lori Hope. And it is the flea market flowers. And I had got this off of Fat Quarter Shop. They had a floss pack that went with it, so I did buy that. They were out of the fabric that was called for it, so I went over to 123 Stitch, and I got this 25 count Lagana. It is potato. It's pretty light, and then it has like flecks of black in it. And then my birthday start is going to be Liz Matthews, Quaker Gardens. And I'm going to do, instead of the blue, I'm going to do mine in purple. And I got Classic Colorworks Aunt Marie's Violet. Bright purple. And then, because that's my favorite color, if I haven't mentioned that. And then I got a 28 count Mushroom Lagana for that. And so I'll get those started. And then, so that's going to be my main plans for April is to get those done. And then on Fridays, I may, try to do, my whips, but I may not. So let's see. Other purchases I made, I'll show you those too. I got this, and I've been kind of eyeing this pattern. I've seen quite a few people do it, so I went ahead and got it. It is called it's Little House Needleworks and the Rooster and the Hens. And then I picked up the Chicken Club Hattie. She has 2 chicks with her, but of course I have 3 kiddos. So I thought about taking one of the chicks and turning it around and putting it maybe right there. And then I'll have 3 chicks. So, because I got 3 little kiddos. So I think that might be really cute to do. I got Mayflowers by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And then I got Little House Needleworks, the Winter Piets, sorry. So those would be some good Christmas ornaments to work on. And then I also got, when I was ordering that, sorry, let me reach over here. When I was reaching over there, I went ahead, or when I went ahead and ordered up there, Priscilla and Chelsea's gonna be coming out with a new pattern called Honeybee Garden or Honeybee something, and I really like the looks of it. So I went ahead and ordered the thread for it. They're using some new colors. They're using like a purple and the Priscilla peppermints, and I know those are newer colors, so I figured they're going to be kind of scarce, so I wanted to go ahead and get those. And then lastly, I've heard several floss tubers talk about color and cotton, and I've never used their floss, but everybody said that it's really soft and really great to use. So I went ahead and was looking on there because they had their grab bags. And they gave you 5 flosses. I think it's for $5. So I ordered order packs of those. And then I ordered some of their misdyed thread. So I got those too, so I'll show you those. And then the grab bags, you didn't know what you're going to get, obviously, but they put on their website that they did try not to duplicate orders. Like, they tried not to give you the exact same colors. So I'll show you all of those. There's some really pretty colors in here. And this one just screams like summer or spring. Really that. And then this are the misdyed colors. Of course, I told you my favorite color is purple, so I did get a few of the misdyed that are purple. And the misdyed have 20 yards, it says in it, and then these are supposed to have 8 yards each, so in their typical scheme. And these kind of look like they kind of are the same thing, but one's kind of lighter than the other. This one's a brown. It's a really pretty brown. Not that usually you think browns are pretty, but it's a really pretty brown. This one's kind of like a coral color. And then this last one's a red. I thought that might be good for Christmas. And then they gave me a freebie, and it was called Jasmine. Before I finish up here, I want to go ahead and give you my Flosstube recommendations. My first recommendation is Java Girl Stitches. She's one of the ladies hosting the fruit salad SAL. Her name is Christy, and she lives around the Vegas area. I really enjoy watching her. She has beautiful finishes. When I don't have anything, that I want to watch, I'll go back and watch some of her older videos. She has lots of ideas. She has been stitching for a long time, so she has lots of finishes throughout all the different holidays and seasons and stuff. So it's been really nice to go back and watch her videos. She also has tutorials, like a bow tutorial. She has a pillow tutorial that I watch. And then like I said, different ones. So definitely check her out. She has lots of ideas on finishing and all that kind of things. And then my next one is Carissa at K.Thread and Stitches. She has quite a few videos out, and I've watched her since I think soon after she started doing Flosstube, and I really enjoy watching her. She has really pretty finishes and lots of different things that she does stitch on. The last one is Kate at Two Little Kits. She mainly, or not mainly, but she does a lot of the stitch people, and I started watching her right when I first started cross stitching and doing stitch people. She has really really pretty ones. She does a lot of Christmas ornaments. Hopefully maybe this year I can try to do a couple for my family. But she, like I said, she is from Australia. I love her accent. She lives I think in Oregon or Washington, I forget. But I also follow her on Instagram, and I really like her watching her reels. She always has several different reels that she does like throughout the week. So those are three that I highly recommend that you go follow if you're not already. For March, I'll go ahead and tell you my stats I got for the month, because remember I got my planner, or not my planner, my journal here that I wrote all the ones I've been working on and all that kind of stuff, and I've already started one for April. So then March I had 10 new starts. I had 9 finishes. 2 of those were 12 by 12, so I'm getting those out of there. And 6 of the 9 finishes were new starts. So I had some older ones that were finished too. So I got those going. Thank you very much for joining me here today, and I hope that if you're new, you like what you saw, you subscribe, and thank you for all my returning people. I'm gonna try to insert some videos, I think before or after, I forget which one I'm gonna do, or whatever one it does, of the wildlights that we went to. So I hope you'll enjoy that. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And if you celebrate Easter, I hope you have a wonderful Easter holiday. And I'll see you in about 2 weeks. So thank you very much. Bye.